Hey everybody, Mr. Bookyboo here with take 2 of my March Lego City update. Now I had a few technical difficulties which I'm really grateful for you guys for pointing out to me, so I am having to redo the video. Apparently I wasn't feeling 100% back to my normal self. I was still feeling a little under the weather, so I totally flubbed that last video. But we're back for round 2, so I've got some exciting things to share with you. If you happen to be one of the few that caught the video originally before I talk it down, it's going to be like a recap. But for those of you that haven't, I got some really cool surprises to show you. So come on, and let's go take a look.
Okay, so when I sat down and started to think of this, what am I going to talk about in this update? Because I felt like I hadn't really done a whole lot of stuff. But it turns out, as I kind of started looking at all the little things I've done, all those little things added up into a lot of big things. And so that's what I'm going to kind of show you guys today, is all the little things that are adding up into big things, which is kind of leading to a more complete looking city, because it's kind of been in a state of flux for a few months now, and that kind of drives me nuts when things aren't kind of settled and where they kind of, where it's kind of in a finished state. But we're slowly getting there. So the first thing, which is a big surprise for YouTube, not so much of a big surprise if you follow me on Instagram, is the return of Hogwarts. So what I've been doing is I'm actually using the micro scale Hogwarts as a template for a minifigure scale version of the same version of Hogwarts. And if you remember from before, this is the Great Hall that I had in the corner back by Ninjago land. This is actually 1.5 of the official kits. So the tower is just a little bit taller. The actual hall itself is a little bit taller. And then this over here is kind of like the rest of the castle, which for whatever reason Lego decided not to build. I mean, they have the Whomping Willow set, which has the one little gateway, and that's about it. They didn't include any other pieces for Hogwarts. And so what I've been trying to do is like I said, take that micro scale version and scale it up to minifigure size, because I like minifigures and I want to be able to play inside the thing with, actual Lego minifigures and not the little tiny little micro guys that I'm always losing. And this is kind of the result that you see. Now, for the new version, I've opted to go only 2 burps high, and that was just kind of just to save on parts and time and a lot of other, just to make it kind of scale better. So you will notice this is taller. This is 3 burps high, so I'm going to lower that a little bit and get that back in scale. I'm not happy with how this tower is shaping up to look right now. This is an exact copy of the official set tower, and it just doesn't look massive enough compared to the rest of the castle, in my opinion. So actually I've got an idea. I'm going to kind of do more of an octagon type thing using hinge plates and wall pieces instead of the rounded curved, so I can make it a little bit bigger and make it kind of more like that huge tower that you see in the Harry Potter films. And then of course the Great Hall will sit a little bit lower and it'll connect with the bridge here. And we got this whole nice little scene going on for Harry Potter world. In the frontage area, so this, of course, is going to be water around here. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do over here yet. I might do a small Quidditch pitch, maybe. I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know. If you think I'm missing anything from this, let me know. I want to put the little the boathouse down at the bottom so the boats can go in and so they can get up. That I definitely want to include. But if there's anything else that I'm missing, let me know. And let me know what you think about this idea. Having Hogwarts here is kind of it's a little bit of a radical idea. It's kind of maximizing the space that I have, because I do have very limited space to do all the things that I want to do. And I really wanted to include the Harry Potter land because it's it's Harry Potter. It's awesome, right? And so this was kind of my solution to that, because it does, it is separate, but still part of the main city over here. So it's kind of, it flows. I think it flows. So we'll see how it goes. Now, as for the rest of the city, so as I scooch on down, you'll notice that the farmer's market is back, which is really cool. So this is one of the features that I had in actually my original version of Bricksburg way back when. And I just love the idea. It's, it's something that in my real life I like to, get the fresh fruits and the vegetables. It's just fun to go out to the market and, meet the local farmers, all that cool stuff. And it's just a really cool thing. And so I wanted to incorporate that into my layout here and then just keep that going. And it just kind of brings this front area alive. It gives you a little more detail. It gives you a little more stuff to look at. It's not just, sidewalk and then modular. So it just gives it more, a little more vibrancy. So what you see is we've got Farmer Akbar, Emperor's eggs, Han's honey, Darth Baker's hiding behind the light pole there, Fett's flowers, and Yoda's yogurt, of course. And then I'm starting to fill in some of the other details along the street here. So you can see there, like right now, there's like a few park benches. We've added some bike racks. There's some brick art in front of City Hall, which I think is pretty nice. Again, another bench. And just kind of going on down the line, just adding a little, just a little bit of accessories and bringing it alive with all the minifigures and stuff. And I'm starting to finish up the tiling, so I got a lot of the sidewalk tiling done. You can kind of get a feel for how I do that. I don't do it methodically. I just kind of do it in pieces as I'm working in an area. So like the bike rack area, I put down the bike racks and tiled it, got the bikes in place. The benches, same idea. I'll do a bench with like a pad, and then I'll work around these other areas and I'll fill it in, because I might put more accessories. I might put trash cans, flowers, you name it. It might end up in these little areas and stuff. So it's just kind of getting filled in. It's starting to look pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with that. Ghostbusters, I have to say, turned out really well. I'm really happy with where this is. Finally, I was worried about that. You guys know I was worried about this for months and months. I couldn't figure out, where am I going to put Ghostbusters? Where is this gigantic monstrosity going to go? And it actually ended up here, and I'm actually pretty happy with this because it fits next to Grand Emporium. It looks good with the facades in the background. There's going to be another facade over here I need to build yet. It's just really looking good, and it's shaping up to be pretty good in this like, this is the more downtown heart of the city, if you will. So that's kind of what we got going on there. Now, as we slide down this area, haven't done a lot yet, but the plan for this is to do an overpass. So if you remember, again, the original Bricksburg, there was an overpass and the train actually went over it. Now, in this version, all my trains are underneath the table. I don't have any room to do an elevation to get it up that high and up and over. And so what I was thinking, though, is I could include an overpass. It can be in like an abandoned railway, and I've actually seen this done. I read an article that they did this in one of the, I forget what city it was, but they have abandoned overhead train tracks, and they've actually turned them into like urban gardens and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for this. Is maybe do like a garden, plant some trees on it, and it's just that utilization or reutilization of urban space. It makes it look cool. It's pretty neat, and it just it just kind of gives it it makes it different. It's just something different to do there. Now, like I said, there's going to be another facade here I have to build yet. This area is kind of filling out nicely. I'm waiting on the light kit for the garage. I can't wait for that to get that lit up. And then the diner, firehouse is ready. I just have to plug it in. So as we get further down, we're kind of getting into more of the construction area of where I'm still figuring out things and stuff, and you're going to see how it's kind of in a state of flux. But like I say, it's all slowly starting to come together. Now, down here at the train tracks, I'm really happy with how this turned out. And I'm actually really glad that I did this. So if you remember in the old version of layout, it had the main line running right along here, and then there's a switch that takes you into here, and then this was kind of like a yard with two sidings. And that was it. So it was cool. I could park 2 trains there. That's cool. It was nice. And then I thought, boy, what can I do? Because I'm always looking for more train space, because I love the trains. And so I said, well, what if I put another switch here, had a siding going in and under the city, and I kind of made that and turned it into a garage, which is what you see here for the trains, like a maintenance shed. And so this is the result of that, which I think turned out pretty good with the glass windows so you can see inside of it. I added some lights. I still need to add detail inside. I want to put a platform with some workers working on the train. And then if I tilt around, oops, sorry about that. If I tilt around, you can see the kind of the front of it, so it looks like a shed. I have the little train signs that I put there as kind of like, to kind of let people know that, hey, this is maintenance for the trains. We have some air ducts over here so we can ventilate properly, so the poor Lego minifigures don't have to breathe in all the yucky train stuff. Although the trains are electric, so I don't know why they really do that. Of course, I need to add the wires for the electric trains, but we'll get there someday. So, moving along. This, real quick, I'm going to point this out. This is like probably one of the few times I'm excited for Lego stickers. So this is a new extra, they came out with those Lego extra sets with all those little accessories and stuff, which I love. I've been waiting for that for years and years. This is the sticker set. It's really cool. There's actually 5 sets of stickers inside there, and you can see all kinds of cool stuff. There's hazard stripes, there's numbers, there's of course Lego stickers, there's signs, there's like all kinds of cool accessories and stuff that you can put on, or stickers you can put on your accessories to really make things look look pretty cool. So I'm really excited about these sets, and I was pretty stoked to get a couple of these so I can start putting some more stickers on my bricks, because everyone knows we love those stickers on the Lego bricks, right? No, I'm kidding. Well, I'll take what I can get, though. I would much rather have printed bricks, but I realize that those are way expensive, and it's not practical to have everything printed. It'd be nice, though, wouldn't it? So, the train platform is mostly done. This is turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. It is double-sided, so you can have people loading from either side of the track, which is cool. There's a couple of covered platforms with some chairs. There is a clock, which was a suggestion that someone had from last time. Thank you for that. A route map, and then the stairs up. Now, I initially was going to wanted to do the stairs kind of up and over, and I was just having a darnest time trying to figure out how to do that, because the spacing is so tight. You had to like really go high and then over, and it just ate up too much space. And then I said, hey, you know what? Why don't I just do it here to the overpass and connect it there? Problem solved. And so that's what we ended up doing. And actually, we have a lot of examples of this in Los Angeles, where I'm at, where they actually have the railroad tracks in between the freeway, and then they actually go up to like the overpass. So this is pretty accurate to real life as well, which is pretty cool, right? This right here is a little kiosk where you get your tickets for the trains or bus tickets. I'm going to probably put another route map inside here just to finish that off. And then, of course, there's bike racks and benches and all kinds of cool stuff in this area. And then they just walk a short walk down here, down the steps to the platform where they can wait for their train ride. The signs behind, I was able to salvage that and include that in this new redesign of the station, which I really love from the old station. And so while you're waiting for the train, you can see the latest movies that are playing at the Palace Cinema, which is pretty neat as well. Now, this area is pretty neat because it's a blank area. Why am I excited about a blank area? What is up, Mr. Bookie Boo, right? The reason I'm excited is because I have room for a future modular. I can actually go a modular and a half, or if I modify this, because I have this little alleyway that's like 8 studs wide, I could actually put 2 modulars here. So I have some room to grow finally. So for now, it's going to be a vacant lot. It might be a construction site, something along those lines, but I'm pretty excited that I have that space, because if you remember, I was always out of space in the time past. Now, as we pan this way, you're going to see I got more of the modulars lit up in this little part of town. And then this is kind of like the mountain village part of town. And so what I've decided to do, because we have the snow on the mountains, which I really like, instead of just having the ugly gray mountains all the way to the top, it gives it a little bit of differentiation, a little bit of change in color. What I decided down here is this area, which was always going to be a park. I decided to make it kind of like a winter park. So we it's not full-blown snow. It's not like, Colorado in the winter, but it is like maybe, late winter, early spring. So we still have a little bit of mountains high up there. We've got a little bit of snow left. We've got some ice skating going on, which is cool. We've got some people singing in the park, just a little bit of snow drifts right here. And we've got some trees with just a little bit of light dustings of snow on there, which are just 1x1 round white studs, which gives it a nice little snow effect, I think. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like that? Also, if you can see in there, I don't know if I can get the angle. Let's see. The tunnel is now lit up. Thank you guys for that suggestion. So I added lights in the tunnel, but it's really tough to get that. There you go. You can see the lights. So there's lights in the tunnel now. Really adds to it. It makes it a little brighter in there, which is really nice. And so that was a great suggestion. Thank you guys. And then this corner, haven't done much here, but this is probably going to be another park back here. So I'm just going to put some really big trees, probably even bigger than that one. And maybe just like some benches and stuff, just another area for people to hang out. There might be a little bit of snow there. And kind of the idea is to kind of transition. So we're going to have more like a snow type area here. And then it's going to go into just more like normal spring or fall. into the remainder of the layout, and then all the way down once we get to Harry Potter Land. Yeah, I want to include like a small beach area at the foot of the pedestrian bridge and kind of at the foot of the Palace Cinema there. So we're just going to have that kind of, you know, it's more like so it's going to transition kind of through the seasons as you progress through the layout. We'll see though how it goes. It's been fun to do, and I really love all these like Winter Village. I don't have all the Winter Village sets, but I do have some of them, and I love all these winter like figures and stuff, and so it's really cool that I get to kind of use them on the layout because I've never been able to do that before. So as for the mountains, they're mostly complete. Still adding a little bit of detail here and there. There's a mountain climber. I want to add another mountain climber, or maybe two more. Of course, there's the Wampa up there in his cave, hanging out. I want to add my, I have the Lego goat. I want to add that, but I don't know where he is. I actually have two of them, and I need to find him. I think one's in a box, and my kids might have the other one in one of their bins. So I might have to go Lego diving through the bins to see if I can find that. And then, of course, the tunnels. So the train track is actually operational, this loop anyways. So trains can actually go here. It loops all the way around, and it pops out on the other side over by the Palace Cinema. This track here actually continues along here. It curves, and then it's actually going to pop out right there. And then that's going to continue on over to this area, which right now it is a disaster. And it's kind of familiar to something that if you've seen the Lego Movie 2, they kind of have a disaster. So they have Apocalypseburg. And actually, I saw the movie, loved it, and I wanted to kind of show my support for Lego for the sets that they had, because they're actually pretty cool. So I ended up buying Apocalypseburg, which I showed on Instagram a little while ago. And so my vision now is to kind of make this area like Apocalypseburg. So I'm going to put the big set here. I might include some of the like the Ninjago Dragon Master sets, because those are kind of like apocalypsy as well. And so it's going to be just kind of like desert and just like all, you know, like crazy. You know, my kids are going to love it because they're going to put all kinds of silly stuff in there. And then it's going to transition into Ninjago Land, which I haven't done a whole lot with at all. But it is starting to kind of make more sense with what I want to do, which is really cool. So basically, it's going to, right about like here, I want to have like a portal for the train to go through. And then we're going to have maybe the corner mountain will sit like right here. The Temple of Erjitsu will be kind of right in this area. And then this Red Dragon Temple might be up higher up behind this. I really like how the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon turned out, sitting right here. It's kind of neat because it just gives you some depth to the Ninjago city, which I really like because I don't get to do that often with the narrowness of my layout. So I want to do something maybe similar with the Temple of Erjitsu and then this other temple, which I forget the name of. I just call it the Red Dragon Temple, which that actually might be the name of it. I don't know. The rest of this is unchanged, but still I'm happy with how it's turned out. I really like the canals. I need to finish this little area. I need to finish tiling back there. I got some more trans blue 1x2 tiles, and Destiny's Bounty I think looks really good in that area too. So Ninjago Land is alive and well. I just haven't done a lot with it, mainly because it's been the holding area for all the junk that needs to go into the main part of the city. But all this stuff's going to be moving hopefully soon. I'll start clearing this out. I got to get Apocalypseburg built, and then we'll be able to really start moving in this area, get the train track running, and get everything all set up. So that is kind of it in a nutshell. It's a long nutshell, but this is kind of it. So you can see we've made a lot of progress, and things are getting there. So I'm going to kind of pan out, and you can kind of see the mountains really tower, and they kind of dominate in the corner, which I was really excited about, because if you remember, I was struggling with what to do with this corner since I moved the Disney Castle. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do there, and this is kind of a nice solution. It really works. It's like when you look at it, it's like, wow, it's pretty massive, and it really kind of draws your eye further back into the room. So I was happy with how that turned out. And then, of course, the main part of the city, it's all cool. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. So just kind of give you one more quick overview of the whole city, and then one last look at Hogwarts. So that's it. Thanks for watching. let me know what you think of Hogwarts. That's the big thing. Do you think I'm on the right track with this? Is this cool? What am I missing? What do I need to add? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think, and please keep giving me suggestions. I love it when you guys give me your ideas and suggestions and thoughts, because I, a lot of times I miss things. I don't think of stuff, and you guys are awesome at coming up with ideas and like spawning ideas for me. And that's again what makes the Lego community so great, is all of us just sharing ideas and just talking with each other. So thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'm gonna be back soon with another video. That's going to be sooner than like a month, or more than a month and a half. What I want to do is actually give you an overview of this Hogwarts. I'm going to kind of deconstruct it and show you, because yes, there is a full interior in here. So that's a little teaser for next time. I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.